Hi there guys, today we're going to be taking a look at Noctua's new flagship CPU cooler, the NH-D15. So this is of course the successor to the very popular NH-D14. You've probably only seen pictures of this or even reviews. In fact, we were one of the first websites to publish a full review on this, and that's the reason why it's within that Corsair 500R, which we use for all of our cooling reviews. So the NH-D15 is a dual tower CPU cooler which has a revised physical design. Noctua has enhanced the memory compatibility so that taller kits are supported. And amongst other things, they've included two 140mm cooling fans as part of the package. The D15 is available to buy now. In the UK you can find it for £77. Over in the States it's going to be around $99. So you know, by no means is this a cheap option, but it does offer you an alternative route for, you know, an alternative to those liquid coolers which are the all-in-one solutions. So we're now going to jump in, do an unbox on this and show you the actual cooler itself. We're not going to do any performance within this video simply because this is already covered in the full review. So if you're after the stock performance, the overclocked performance, passive performance, then do head over to that link in the description. Okay, here we have the packaging for D15. As you can see next to the D14 packaging, this box here is significantly bigger. That kind of drops a hint as to the size of the cooler inside and also the additional items included. So on the front here, as is typical, we've got the fundamental features, and then on the side there we've got the technical specifications, and over on the back we've got a further breakdown of those features such as the 6-year warranty, the memory compatibility and other bits of information. Opening this box up, we've got the individual parts separated into individual boxes. Now D15 supports both Intel and AMD sockets, and in the Intel box we have the instructions manual for LGA 1150, 55 and 56 and LGA 2011. We've got the mounting kit inside there too. Now within the AMD box, again, we have the instructions manual, and then we've got the mounting kit. Now in this longer box here, we've got the accessories which work with both types of sockets. And inside here, we have fan clips for attaching the cooling fan. We've got the Y cable for connecting both fans into a single header on the motherboard. We have the low noise adapters for tweaking the RPM, the noise levels. We've got the NTH1 thermal paste. Got some screws and some rubber mounts. We've got the screwdriver which comes with all the Noctua products. And we've got the case badge which is metal. Taking this out, we've again got even more boxes here. You know, look at this. Even the cooling fan has its own box. So here it says the second NF-A15, because the first fan is actually attached to the heatsink already. So as we said, this is the NF-A15, this is PWM, and it operates up to 1500 RPM. And inside here, we've got the heatsink itself. And that has the the first fan already attached to it, as you can see. So here we have the D15, and as you can see, this cooler uses a dual tower design, and it has colossal dimensions which measure in at 165mm in height, 150mm in width and 135mm in depth. And although this cooler is physically very large, it still retains that 165mm in height so that it can fit within a vast majority of computer cases. Here you can see we've got it installed within the 500R, and there is plenty of clearance before it touches that side panel. But unfortunately, because of the sheer size of D15, the top PCI Express slot on our Gigabyte board is completely concealed and it's unusable. But you know, some motherboard manufacturers do have an X1 slot at the very top to prevent this very thing happening. D15 weighs 1 kilo and it consists of aluminium fins, a copper base plate which is semi-transparent, and 6 copper heat pipes which pass from the base up the fin stack and out through the top. One of the major features which Noctua has given the D15 is those recessed lower fins. This indentation allows you to fit memory kits which have tall heat spreaders on them without having the hassle of the heatsink obstructing the installation. Now, to attach a cooling fan to D15 is very simple. First of all, you want to note which direction the airflow is going. As you can see here on the side, we've got these arrows. But as a general rule of thumb, we've got this side here which has the frame, and this is the side which is going to have the airflow passing through it. Now, we've also attached the clips to the side. You can see here these attach in this manner. And it's basically ready to go on. So what we need to do is line it up, pull the clips over the ridges, over the fins, and it clicks into place. You can see there, that is a really sturdy fitment. And even though it is, a great fitment, it's very secure, we can easily remove the fan just like that. Right guys, I'm now going to show you how to install the D15. So regardless of which socket you're going to be using, it really is easy to get up and running with this cooler. We're actually using socket 2011 as this is our test rig for the coolers. So the first step is to apply these 4 standoffs into each corner. Just make sure they're nice and tight. And then the next step is we've got these 2 brackets here. And we just need to apply those. Now, in order to get the orientation correct for the traditional way, in as much as having the fans blowing this way through the rear exhaust, we need to make sure that these are in a horizontal orientation like this. You can have it a different way, but this is the traditional way and it's going to give you the best results. Now you need to make sure that the bend is facing outwards, not inwards. And then the next step is to use these thumb screws here, which have the screw head on the top. Just need to apply those. There's 4 of them. And for our last step, we just need to apply our thermal paste. As you can see, I've already done that. And I've applied a substantial amount. Socket 2011 is generally quite a big chip, so we need a nice amount on there. And then once we've done that, we just get our heatsink, line it up with the screws, just like that. And now you need to make sure that you apply an even pressure to these 2 screws here, just until it bites, and then to the lower one. And then just keep tightening each one up so that it applies it evenly. And that's pretty much it. Here's a quick comparison for you guys of the D15 next to the D14. The D15 is on the left hand side. So guys, we've reached the end of our video today. I hope you found it useful. In our analysis of the new D15, we have to say that we're really impressed by Noctua's efforts with this new flagship. You take something as insignificant as the packaging, even that's really well done, and you take the product as a whole and it just feels coherent, as does the actual heatsink design. It's clear the improvements have been made, they're clearly evident. We've got the support there for the taller memory kits, and the very fact that this new D15 surpasses the performance of the older D14. And if you're intrigued by the thermal performance of D15, as I've said in the review previously, head over to the full review in the description on vortez.net. It's got all the results over there, and it's worth taking a look at. Now, it's understandable that many people looking at the D15 are going to view it in a bit of apprehension because of the high cost. But we're left in no doubt of the quality of this product, and the very fact that we've got these 2 140mm cooling fans, £20 a piece or just short of $30. And the very fact that when you got it on the test bench, the D15, it matches similar performance to some of the ALCs, which are 240mm radiators, and usually the fans on those are around 2500 RPM to get to that result, yet this is 1500 RPM. So it strikes that balance, that great balance between noise and performance. So that pretty much concludes things today, guys. Thanks very much for taking the time out to watch this video. If you have enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, it would be great to have you on board. Take care, and I'll see you very soon.